The internet is melting right now. Ben Shapiro, Tim Cast, Graham Allen, Alex Clark, and hundreds of other accounts are losing their minds over the same thing. Candace Owens' new investigative trailer for her upcoming series about Erika Kirk. That's right, just a trailer, not even an episode yet. And everyone lost their minds already. I've never seen anything like that. I thought I'd collect those reactions and show you guys what's been happening. Let's first see the trailer together though.
President Trump says that Kirk has died after he was shot from a nearby building
after being shot at Utah Valley University.
The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead.
The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
I didn't even get to give him a kiss goodbye.
That young man, I forgive him.
Take your time.
Erika Kirk has been named the new CEO of Turning Point USA.
My husband's dead. Like, I'm not trying to be morbid, but he's dead.
It's weird to say excited.
Describes her husband's funeral as the event of the century. Merch, hats.
We have 50,000 plus hat orders.
Nobody knows why she's out there in a glittering pantsuit in a recreated tent that her husband tragically was murdered in, throwing merch out.
Everyone grieves differently, so if someone's acting weird, don't read into that.
The Prime Minister of Israel, all lied through their teeth about Charlie Kirk.
Her operation was in Constanta, the epicenter of Romania's scandal.
Weird conversations to have with a 15-year-old. I'm gonna touch your butt.
$8.6 million to their own shell company. What is going on?
You have nothing to hide. My aunt used to tell me, never do something that you don't want on the front page of a newspaper.
Well, it's something. I can see why it caused outrage. And this is why my X feed looked like this right now, right after the trailer dropped. And I don't know what to expect. It's been over 5 months since Charlie passed, and there are hundreds of people on the internet investigating Erika Kirk since. I've learned real stories, we've had some hit and misses, but in general, what else could there be to discover? I thought we knew most of it already. So I am intrigued, because I don't think Candace would be reheating old pancakes here. If she's doing the series, it means there is something new she found out. Anyway, let's see who had the biggest meltdown over this trailer so far. Here is Ben Shapiro.
Candace Owens, as you may have heard me refer at the top of the show, is an evil, twisted human being. Now, the reason I say that today is because Candace has spent the last several months attacking the widow of Charlie Kirk, Erika Kirk. It took her just a few days after Charlie's sick murder in order to start casting aspersions at Turning Point USA, people who work there all the way up to the highest levels, up to and including Erika Kirk. She was doing that very, very quickly, and she's been doing it for months. I mean, truly for months. Yesterday, she came out with something that she had announced she was doing, which is a series. This is a trailer for a series, a teaser trailer that is titled Bride of Charlie, which is supposedly now an expose on the evil, nefarious, predatory nature of Erika Kirk, the widow of Charlie Kirk, who again was shot in the neck, not by some sort of vast conspiracy involving French intelligence and Egyptian airplanes, but by a trans-loving gay man who is a furry. That is the actual story. And because Candace Owens is either going through the throes of mental illness or because she is a sick human being, or both, she has decided that she is going to turn her fire on the widow. Don't believe me? I know. Listen, there are a lot of people who listen to Candace. She has a huge audience. This is what she does. This is who she is. She is a conspiratorial, evil person, because that's who would do something like this. A conspiratorial, evil person. Now, take her at her word. Here is what she is doing. Here is the trailer for her hot garbage fire of nonsense conspiracy mongering defecation. Here is the trailer she just released for her series of attacks. It's going to be an entire series of attacks on Erika Kirk. Again, she's been retailing and implying and basically saying out loud a lot of this stuff on her show for months.
1 second, BS. Weren't you the one who revived Candace's old social media channels and produced multiple videos just to mock and ridicule her? Literally, we are now at episode 7 of this series of mocking episodes. Yes? Okay. Candace's response on X was, PSA, we won't be taking any lessons on what evil is from people who protected Jeffrey Einstein raping children and or looked the other way as Bibi Netanyahu committed a genocide in broad daylight. This woman has no brakes. When she believes she's on the side of good and truth, you will not stop her till the finish line. The comment section under BS's post was very entertaining. Someone says, just emphasize widow over and over again, forgetting that having such a title doesn't automatically make a person a saint. It's a theme around here. How dare you look into widow's past? How dare you investigate the widow? How dare you say something bad about the widow? Bible forbids attacks on widows. Here's another comment. If you have something factual to dispute with facts, go for it. We really don't care what you want to label someone. It's embarrassing to see conservatives act like lefty lunatics. I agree with this comment 100%. We see posts like, just so you know, Candace Owens is pure evil. I'm convinced Candace Owens is a demon. Candace Owens is evil. Whether you are a Candace Owens fan or not, this is evil. Candace Owens is a demonic creature. It takes a special kind of evil to do something like this. Candace Owens is truly Satan. Absolutely evil. It's not coordinated at all. Nobody gave them the script. No. But the worst is that God is being used here, yeah, to serve an agenda. Oh, if you support Candace Owens, you will go to hell. If you don't support Erika Kirk, you are not a real Christian. How about you combat things with facts? Combat Candace's arguments straight on. Call her for a debate, anything, not just sit in your studio with your stupid mosquito voice.
She's evil. She's really evil. You cannot do this. Here is the trailer.
10 times he was saying,
this is the trailer. It's hot garbage.
Here is another reaction to the trailer. Graham Allen. By the way, I hate how often he appears in my videos now. I'm gonna scale it way back. Here it is.
Candace Owens is going to get Erika Kirk murdered, just like Charlie, because of Candace Owens, because of George Farmer, because of her employees, because of her funders, her sponsors, her backers, everyone that is allowing this to continue. What are you going to do if one of your crazy cultists goes too far? We just saw someone try to hop the fence at Mar-a-Lago to take out the president over the files. You really think that some of these crazy Candace followers won't try to take a shot at Erika Kirk?
First of all, again, the way he says, Candace Owens. I cannot. Second of all, is he defending president's actions regarding files? Does he think, I'm not condoning anyone trying to take a hit on president, okay? That's not what I'm saying. But he's like, oh my God, just over files, someone got so pissed off that was trying to take a hit on the president. Yeah, people are pissed. People are pissed off. Wake up. I want to make something very, very clear. I actually hate that there are people who follow Candace and take it to some type of extreme, and they go and message Erika, send threads, use foul language in the comments when speaking about her, while in the same breath quoting the Bible. Both sides do it. It's gross. You have to know that if you believe Candace's intentions are good and pure, then act like it. Don't spend your time taunting someone online, no matter what. You are sabotaging hard work that people online are putting in to at least get a bit closer to uncovering the truth. However, look at this comment. This is the fourth account that I have seen which suggests the possibility of violence towards Erika Kirk. Interestingly, all 4 accounts are TPUSA supporters. Wonder why that is? Why are the only people contemplating such horrible things those who support Erika? And then guess what? The most annoying woman in the world tweeted the same thing. Maybe her memo came a little bit later. Alex Clark. She won't stop until she gets her killed, or she's hoping she does it herself. I've never seen anything like this. Everyone has to pray without ceasing. So they had a meeting at TPUSA, probably, allegedly. You know, they had a meeting and they go, you know what? Let's just say Candace Owens is trying to unalive Erika. That her actions will literally lead to that. Everyone just use your words, get creative, but get on X and everyone, right now, push the message out. She tweeted another cliche that everyone was repeating for 2 days now. I've never been more certain of anything in my life than this. Anyone refusing to call out Candace while claiming to be close with Charlie is one of the biggest frauds in the movement and probably has the most dirt to hide. They let Erika suffer to protect themselves. God will deal with all of them. Again, using God, you know, like, do not dare say a bad word about the widow, or you go to hell. One thought I had, Once I saw all these coordinated attacks and it was the same message, and once it went into territory of, oh, Candace will get Erika unalived, I'm like, oh damn, someone maybe out there actually wants Erika at some point to be taken out, and they need a scapegoat. So now all this messaging, all this movement that is happening, all this noise, once that happens, they'll be like, see, Candace, we told you so. You did that. That's your fault. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just, yeah, the thought popped into my head. I had to share it. You can tell me if I'm crazy. Evil. Anyway, you guys remember Tim Kiddipoo's rants about Candace Owens stealing his views? How he was complaining that because of her investigation into Charlie's unaliving, everyone just watches her podcast and stopped watching anything else. I'm paraphrasing. He also called her horrible names. He almost had a nervous breakdown on live stream. It was crazy, but it was honest. Because months later, now that the trailer of Bride of Charlie dropped, first thing Tim does, he's complaining about not getting enough views. Surprised. Seriously, take a look.
Candace Owens has announced a new documentary series called, what is it called? The Bride of Charlie Kirk or something. The internet's blowing up. Clearly, they're not happy with Candace Owens. Obviously, I have had my disagreements, as it were. But what I would just say outright, first and foremost, is, look, people have been complaining for some time, and I've explained this quite a bit, that views are down, and in an off-cycle political year, it's very difficult to make money and maintain large viewership for your channels, especially when you're going into December, when you've got November and December with Thanksgiving and Christmas. Views drop. Now, ad rates typically go up, but we're experiencing this mass wave of AI-generated content, which results in distribution of viewership and ad rates going down for everybody. And that's why I think Candace Owens is doing this. Obviously, that was an AI gag video mocking Candace Owens having this meeting with Erika Kirk, and then, she did walk back a bit of her earlier stance, but then, of course, she's doubling down. And the reason is actually quite simple. Many people pointed out that following this, not only was there a large backlash from her audience that just wants to believe that Erika Kirk is some kind of demon from hell, or that Israel is doing something crazy. There are people that have formed, I would say, content that has formed around this idea because...
Next thing he will complain about is why he wasn't in the trailer. Candace, why you didn't put him in the trailer? Maybe he would get some extra views from it. Evil. Any podcaster I'd watch, if they started complaining about viewership going down, I'd unsubscribe. Maybe it's not cool, I don't know, but I would lose trust for this person. It's like going shopping and the owner, while serving you, tells you a sob story about how his business hasn't been doing that well, trying to guilt you into buying more stuff. Tim Kiddipool is that shop owner that makes you feel guilty for not shopping at his store. I appreciate that he changed his tone when speaking about Candace a little bit. He's a bit more respectful. I have no problem with people criticizing anyone, but when horrific name-calling starts, like in Tim's case a few weeks ago, then I have a big problem with it. Finally, Dan Bongino, Dan Buongiorno, did a 25-minute rant after Candace posted the trailer. 25-minute rant with tears in his eyes. I have a clip for you. Take a look.
She didn't choose this. Imagine sitting there in your house and you find out from Twitter or, I don't know, a text or a phone call, or that your husband was just shot in the neck for the entire world to see on social media at a public event. I can't imagine that. I know you can't either. Then you got to go through this. Then you got a bunch of absolute fucking lunatics sending her emails. You did it. Comments, tweets. Fuck you. You. Go fuck yourself. You demonic fucking scum. For as much as I hate what just happened, I wish ill on no one, and everyone should restrain their emotions from the other side, because they are not on our side. Everyone. Once you go down the road of violence, there's no turning back. There's always someone stronger than you, man. Always. There's a whole lot of people stronger than me. And I'm sorry if the language distracts from you, but I can think of no other New York way to say it than fuck you. You deserve to feel the little licks of the flames of hell on every inch of your body. You. If there's an afterlife, oh, and I believe there is. I believe in the second creation. I don't pretend to be the judge and jury, but I know you're not in it.
Oh, Lord. At the beginning, the whole world was with Erika Kirk. Right after the tragedy, seriously, I was sitting with my friends and we were all stunned, and some of them were tearing up, and we were like, poor wife and kids, like, how is she gonna go on? She lost a great husband, like, oh my God. And then something happened because we actually saw her. We saw her speech and things started changing. Candace was protecting her almost because people in the comments kept telling her to investigate Erika. She said no. She praised Erika for her strength. But then lies started coming out and things started looking shady, as if she was covering up for someone. I'm not accusing, I'm just telling you how it unfolded. In Bongino's speech, we have drama, tears, guilt trip, swear words, and use of religion. The full recipe for a good anti-Candace Owens post. And while he doesn't name her directly, he obviously is going after anyone who doesn't speak against her. But I also want to read you Tyler Boyer's post on X. You tell me what you think about it. The attacks on Turning Point, Charlie's wife, his children, his legacy, in that order, guys, are supported by those with an agenda and in many cases founded by international sources that loathe Americans, President Trump, conservative ideology, percolating almost young people and by extension activists who defend them. By the way, he ChatGPT'd it, okay? We can see by the long hyphens. Nobody can write by themselves, even a tweet. We are at a critical time in this country where the left has failed so miserably at convincing Americans to get on board for their radical woke stances and now are equipping low IQ performance media to destroy the country. This is their Hail Mary to attempt to destroy candidates for president, win midterms, and apply their vision for hijacking elections in red states through ranked choice voting, motor voter mail ballots, expanding ballot manipulation schemes including controlling adjudication, packaging the Supreme Court and making DC and Puerto Rico a state. If this happens, America will become unrecognizable and we are 1.5 elections away from that. There is no greater evil than what America is up against right now. Patriots will need to band together, prioritize winning, reject mentally challenged attacks on conservatives, busy themselves with positive things to defeat Democrats at the ballot box in order to recognize the threat and at our doorstep. Or else we will live in despotism for a generation. His comment section was also mighty interesting. Read the room, dude. No one trusts you. No one thinks this is a big game where the midterms are the most important thing going on right now. No one thinks this is a fight of right versus left. Such a pointless and insincere take. Exactly. There are much bigger things at stake here. Someone says, I'd personally like to know more about the geofencing TPUSA is doing at events in order to capture data and perpetually propagandize attendees. Is this an offshoot of the data capturing company you run with Lori Franzwe? No one will ever answer these questions, guys. They just say Candace is evil as an answer, okay? No one will ever directly answer these questions. You are more outraged that TP is being attacked than you are about Charlie being murdered in front of the whole world. Are you also delusional that you don't understand that the average American sees this from 2 billion miles away? Do you think that Candace is so good at capturing low IQ people and not that she is voicing and questioning the very things any normal critical thinker would? People are done with politics. We see the game being played even if we don't know all the moves. But there is one that does see and know all, and all those that conspired his murder, and the trauma of this nation will be held to account. Pray it is in this life, and there is time to repent. Oh, how awful the price will be in the next life. The first episode of Bride of Charlie is dropping tonight. Let's see what happens after that. I might have to mute my notifications on X. Because remember, all this outrage broke out because of the trailer. They don't even know what Candace will say, what type of investigation she's doing. They are in full panic mode. And they're already trying to make people not watch it because they are convinced there are going to be some new lies discovered. They are in full panic mode. Full. Like cockroaches, you know, running, scattering. I even wrote on my X, it would be the funniest thing ever if Bride of Charlie was about how amazing and lovely Erika Kirk was. Candace would be awarded Troll of the Century. Because imagine all this panic and then Candace comes out and she's like, Erika is just amazing. She's truthful. There is nothing shady about her. She has never been suspicious. Everything is fine. So what's Candace's real response to all this backlash? Zionists are putting in real work hours promoting our upcoming series. I would like to extend to them all my deepest gratitude. We are a small team and couldn't do it without your steadfast commitment to hysterics. See you tomorrow. And to only validate her statement even further and what we've been saying through the whole episode, that this is coordinated attack, Matt Wallace tweeted, "Full disclosure, I was offered money today to say bad things about Candace Owens and turned it down." Things are getting interesting, very interesting. There are two possibilities here. Either Erika is completely innocent and the outrage is valid, or Candace is over the target to the point even TPUSA people couldn't stop themselves from commenting. Which one do you guys think it is? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and share it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications to never miss another Daily Freddo episode. For even more content, follow me on Instagram and X @DailyFreddo. That's all for today. Have a good one.